The first step would be determine what your value proposition is and who you're going to sell that to. So what pain are you solving? What is the customer gaining from that? Are you solving a customer's problem? And then what that target market's going to be. And that all gets incorporated into the business plan. Because if you don't have a value proposition, you're kind of wasting your time.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
Gannon University hosts us. Okay. So the way the SBDC is set up, there's 15 centers located in universities throughout Pennsylvania. Gannon University being one of them. And we do Erie County, Mercer County, Crawford County, and Warren County. We consult with small businesses and help them in multiple aspects. Half our clients are startups, the other half have existing businesses and either are looking to grow their business or possibly sell their business. So we consult with them. If you're a startup, we help you establish your business entity. If you're going to be a sole proprietor, partnership, LLC, etc. And we also help you develop your business plan and the financial performance. Because if you are looking for any financial help, you're going to want a business plan and you're going to want 3 years of financial pro forma. We also have a tech team up in Gannon who are students that will help you develop your website, your social media, and actually they're giving us a hand in looking at marketing. You know, there's a lot of information out there on the internet. Yeah. And preferably, I wish they would come to us first. Oh, really? And we would hold their hand through the process. But a lot of them go out there and they get, oh, this is how I write a business plan. This is what I need. And, you know, we have relationships that with financial institutions that we know what they want. And this is our outline for a business plan. And we pretty much give them that with guidance. We provide them with the market research for whatever industry they're in. And we can do demographics for a certain area. If you want to put a bricks and mortars on the corner somewhere, we can tell you what the population is within a certain radius, what the demographics is, what the income levels are in that area. So it gives you a better feel for, is this going to be successful or not? We do have partnerships in the region. You're probably familiar with the Launch Box. I've had individuals come to me and say, I want to start my own business. And it stops right there. I said, you know, you want to talk to Tom Roberts down at the Launch Box because he's the idea generator. And he has multiple times handed off clients to me where he's worked with them and they've gotten to the point where, you know, I actually have a viable product or service and, you know, you need to talk to Mike Blaurock about putting a business plan together now. There's probably 9 sections in the business plan. And you're selling the business, number one, to yourself to make sure it makes sense. And you have your marketing plan in there. You have all the financials in there. You have who's going to manage the business, what you're going to sell, where you're going to be located. I've missed quite a few, but it pretty much, if a person reads the business plan, they know what you're trying to do. The first step would be determine what your value proposition is and who you're going to sell that to. So what pain are you solving? What is the customer gaining from that? Are you solving a customer's problem? And then what that target market's going to be. And that all gets incorporated into the business plan. Because if you don't have a value proposition, you're kind of wasting your time. We have a financial worksheet that they fill out for us. Okay. And there's pretty much 3 sections to that. What are your expected sales? What are your expected expenses? And we determined from that, actually there's two. So you've got your sales, you've got your expenses, and then we can determine what size loan you need from that. One of the most important things that people don't think they need, but they really need, is working capital. And we try to explain to our clients, working capital is you're able to pay your bills for 3 to 6 months without one customer walking through the door.
Wow.
Gives you that cushion to get started. I like helping people. My own business back in the 2000s was a painful lesson. And I hope to help people not go through that. So a lot of people in small business, hey, I want to start my own small business. They're rah, 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 and they got a lot of hubris. And one of my mottos is, I'm here to protect you from yourself. I wish I knew about the SBDC back then. Let's put it that way.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.